The truth about thought. Beloved ones, first let me acknowledge just where you are today. You are standing right upon the line that is the veil. Your hands upon the curtain beyond which lies your freedom. Your angels all around you sing in glorious exclamation, building toward the great refrain. A child of God awakes. You stand upon the mountaintop from which you can see the little mind. O beloved ones, gain your freedom here, freedom from the ego mind, and you're my love on earth. You have then mastered the illusion and all thoughts of limitation. You know that you are free in me to live each now in ecstasy. Embracing life, embraced by it. Free to see each child of God for who they really are. So first, let us soar into the truth of love. For as the illusion fades, this is your world. Living life unfettered by the dream of separation, love is joy expanding from your soulmate heart, like ringing bells or pearls of laughter or angels flight on pearlescent wings. Expanding, touching every life with thankfulness for its existence, including each within the whole circle of our love. Love is exquisitely beautiful, washing through your twin flame being in rainbow streams of glory. Love is tenderly inclusive, cradling each precious life encountered, as if each life were your own child. As you know your twin flame heart, you know yourselves as my heart in love, and so you love with me. You embrace each life within your heart and look to me together, that I may show you just who it is you hold and so lovingly nurture as my heart. Love is ecstasy, great waves of it, pulsing through your soulmate stream. The glorious, magnificent life you are with your twin flame in union. Love is harmony. It is every note of the whole of love I am, singing out with all your heart the truth of who you are. Each life is a precious note, and when you sing your own, it weaves into your twin flame's note like two caressing voices, and then sings forth I am, unlimited. Love is knowing each life's precious value and tenderly supporting it. Love truly sings through your heart's cosmic refrain with illicit responses from all other lives honoring you in return. Love is glorious. It is passionate. When it lifts you up, love lives you. It is not a feeling you have, but rather the passion and joy that you are. And when love speaks its name within your heart, you cannot ignore it. It opens your heart, melts it, expands it until love is who and what you are. Love rejoices in every life, celebrates each being, always renewed. Love is never stagnant. Love is the fresh air of the Spirit. Love will revitalize. It is jubilant. It is living exultation. It is gratitude for every now and the magnificence of beingness. Love is all of this and so much more. But most of all, love is energy. It is the fabric of the universe, the substance of which I am made. Love, then, is always fluid. It is a rushing river. It is the truth I am, rushing forth to celebrate relationship. So every touch with another life, every meeting in consciousness is so holy there are no words for it. It is a miracle, pure and simple. How did I accomplish it? How can it be that all I am, all the conscious alive in me, can know and love itself in relationship? You will never understand the power and the mystery that comes forth each now when all creation reappears again. But if you are your heart, you can feel it, and by the feelings know you are self-aware. It is the feeling of total reverence for life and awe at the gift of each moment. Every breath is an amazing gift. Every now is a cause for celebration. Every stream of life is a miraculous gift. Everything you experience is overlit with gratitude. This is how I feel. Do you? Now, feeling life's exuberance, feeling reverent joy, miraculous bounty blessed beyond all ability to express, experiencing all life as magnificent harmony of countless life streams, singing a song that whispers through your heart, cherishing every glorious life with which you share existence. Now you have a barometer to measure what is real. Now I will show you what we are doing, and I will speak to you of thought. For these things must be explored, recorded, and given forth as precious pearls to all whom I send to you. Thought is the great usurper, the interloper, the thief. For the little mind has inserted itself between you and what is real. The ego mind is the veil. It is that which creates this world. Thought began at the moment of your creation as individuals, as streams of love and my very core vibration. My living heart, it inserted itself as an explanation of your experience of cosmic birth. I moved you forth that we might be able to have relationship. This created a feeling, neither bad nor good, but a feeling you'd not yet experienced. Instead of turning to me to grasp the meaning of the experience of birth, an explanation inserted itself in between me and some of you that God has pushed us away. Everything that is life on earth is this one thought, this separation belief being lived out in all its uncountable possibilities. This you know, and you also know that it is time for this falsehood to end. Yet, from here, within this experience, believing in all of the weavings of mind, you are returning back. Closing this gap, having lived in the mind for eons at least, time, of course, is only a part of this illusion of separation. So you have now been willing at last to see the mind as it is, the weaver of lies, of separation, and the belief that I created for you both bad and good experiences, which of course I could not do, since I am only love. Thought is the great separator, then. Anything you think about you cannot be close to. Anything you think about has a gap between you and it. Yet you live in this world. You are here to serve. How can you relate to thought? You asked about having good thoughts. Are they still creating duality? Is saying something is good implying that there is a bad? Then how does one think, and especially important, how does one communicate with others? My answer has many facets, which we will continue to explore. First, the answer is that all thought is part of the illusion. The dream of two powers, humankind's experiencing of all the random possibilities resulting from the first thought of our separation. So any thought keeps you here, stuck in this world, the illusion. And in this pocket, this life on earth, thought is the creative power. Thus, with the illusion, everything you think goes forth to create itself, to not only replicate that which it is, but to also spew forth ever-branching streams of the random possibilities that flow from that thought. So from within the dream, the most important thing that anyone can do is to reconnect with me and use the focal point, the magnetic center of my love connecting in their heart to stop all the streams of random thoughts going forth for them and affecting them. And until this occurs, each person is adrift in a sea of churning thought forms and paths of possibilities. Thus shall you always show forth this truth, that mastery of the mind and its co-commitment ego must begin before any real shift can occur. And for those whose hearts are aware of my call, who want to serve the awakening to love, it is imperative to understand that thoughts are real here on earth, and that any thought does not go forth to affect the one thought about and to magnetize to you the exact same thing, because thought is vibration, and like attracts like, everywhere in all creation. Now, from within the dream, it is not an issue that a positive thought holds duality in it, for the dream is duality, and all thoughts recreate. So until you break free into limitless life, it is far, far, far better to think a positive thought than a negative one. Please, because vibration is the staircase through which each human being climbs out of this pocket of reversal. This is critically important. So while a positive thought may hold the seed of its opposite, this is only an issue for those who are entering or aware of unity, like those of you who lead the way. But the steps you've climbed will be climbed by others, and these are the steps of changing vibration. A positive thought is an actuality. It is a watered seed planted and grown. So even though it contains the seed of its opposite, the opposite seed is not being fed, not being amplified by human attention. An unwatered seed may never sprout. A positive thought goes forth to bless. It touches another with benediction, not pain. A positive thought is a statement of will. It is you, a human being, saying, I will to be positive. And a positive thought returns good to you and lifts your vibration, magnetizing to yourself the symbols in this world of the vibration of such good. So positive thinking, especially done with purpose, is a call to the angels to amplify your will for good. It is a statement of intention, and it creates a feeling of good, of giving of blessings and of choice. In other words, I cannot say it strongly enough. Positive thinking is everything because you cannot trust the mind, but you can trust vibration. The mind sees only that which is within its world belief, and the mirror of the illusion is that you are ever only seeing what's in your own mind. You know this and you work with it, but somehow it tends to fade from view when you are evaluating another person and believing you are seeing him. If I can show you nothing else, let me show you this. The mind picks your perceptions totally based on your beliefs, the things that are inside of you and the goals of the ego in keeping you away from the center point of unity where ego fades away. So everything seen by the mind is suspect, but especially, of course, any judgments or evaluations. You are seeing the ego's mind interpretation of that person meant to keep you separate, seeing yourself as different from. So there can't be a unified experience of love. Love is dangerous to the ego. So mind is suspect. Its goal is always separation. But as you reclaim your center point, you can use it to build a ladder. You can commandeer the mind for the purpose of love, just as it had commandeered humanity to create and continue the belief in separation. As you begin to assert your will, then as you turn to me and choose your heart, the heart begins to regain control and your life begins to move toward love. The creations of the little mind are used to see its beliefs that have taken root within you and sunk into your heart. As you return to giving, activate the soulmate call and give your will to me. Then comes the point, which is where you stand, that ego mind itself is transcended. Taken to the heart and return to the direct connection with me, with no intermediary. No explanation, no separation, pure and glorious love. Only love, with no other possibilities. At this point, your will in mine, your heart returns to me, and the dream of limitation, of love and some other possibility completely fades away. To cross the divide from within the illusion is to choose the heart's truth, no matter what is placed before you by the ego mind. Now, from within the dream, judgment is the knife within the hand of the ego. It is the surest way to keep humanity from ever accessing unity consciousness. So you notice that most who really teach the masses say, whatever is happening here on earth, it is meant to be. This is to help people take the first step of releasing judgment. This is done to give the heart a chance to take hold. Judgment is the worst possible thing for someone on the path, because judgment is like a boomerang and quickly returns to damage the self. So for those not ready to understand the illusion, even when the master or teacher knows it, it is far better to say, all is perfect, than to give any fuel to the ego mind. But you understand the illusion. You know that none of this is as it should be. Your challenge, then, is to live with this knowledge without ever having judgment at all for those living in it. And this, where you stand, is the trickiest place. Not yet totally free, as you walk this for others, you can see the new world right here before you. Yet you also see the old world, too, right before your eyes. This is why the only barometer that you can trust is the feeling of your heart. Yet, beloved ones, I must tell you, this path you walk, this place you stand, is so valuable. The entire creation all lives in the real. Thank you for this, dearest ones. You are so important. Not only shall you be this world's masters, you shall have walked each step of the way. Only so you can create the map, taking that which Jesus did and expanding it into a great map, charting every possible step, notating every pitfall. For where Jesus lived as the top down, so to speak, coming in a perfected body through a carefully prepared vehicle, Mary, to bring my light, my truth to earth, you have come from the bottom up, that you can meet his steps and finish the bridge he began. So of you I ask the most. I ask you to live through your hearts to be perfect love, to cradle my precious ones in your twin flame heart. I ask you to use your love to burn away the dream. I ask you to beam right through to the heart of loving, beating every human being, confirming them as a child of God. I ask you to stand right before any piece of the illusion and see only the truth, the only love is real. Now I ask you to stand before every person, no matter who they seem to be in the dream. No matter what mind-created experiences have become their heart's beliefs, and see only the child of God. I ask you to see only love, to feel only love, and to speak only love. If other things come to you, and they will, you will never mistake the illusion experience for who they are in any way. Yet knowing it's nothing, this illusion, you will now have no judgment of it all. Most importantly, you shall never be against any of it at all. For what is there to be against? There is nothing real here. So be it.